Welcome to Yoga, I'm Krista. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and also go to my website katepoweryoga.com and sign up for my newsletter. Today's practice will be a Hatha practice, and at the end of this practice we're going to stay a little bit longer in Shavasana. It is important to do Shavasana at the end of every practice, and the longer the better, really. In my videos I usually keep Shavasana fairly short because when you're practicing at home it can be difficult to settle in to a longer Shavasana. It can be hard to find room in your house to do it, or maybe you have a rather chaotic household with pets or children or other people in the house that just makes it a little harder for you to settle into Shavasana. So I tend to keep it a little shorter in my videos, and also in my in-person classes the Shavasana is a little shorter, but mainly that's just because I don't have as much time in my classes to do a longer Shavasana. The class times are shorter, so I don't have time to fit a longer Shavasana in there. But the longer you can stay in Shavasana, the better, really. It's said that once you get past that 3-minute mark, that's kind of the magic place, the 3-minute mark, where you start to feel even more benefit from the Shavasana part of your practice. So we will stay a little bit longer in Shavasana. If you'd like to gather some props before you begin, you might like to have something on hand. A bolster can be nice, some blankets, some socks are really good for Shavasana. Just a few things that you might like to have on hand as we settle into our longer Shavasana at the end of this practice. So there's a lot of benefits to Shavasana, wraps up the practice. It just allows you to absorb all of the incredible benefits you get from your yoga practice. But it's a conscious relaxation. So it's not a sleep, it's a conscious relaxation. So as you're relaxed, you just feel that relaxation. You feel what it's like to allow your body to be fully and completely relaxed. So gather some props if you need to, and let's get started. So sit up tall, close your eyes. So begin to focus your attention on your breath for a moment. Allow your breath to flow naturally, but notice it. How does it feel to breathe? How does the inhale feel? How does the exhale feel? We'll start with kind of an energizing technique, Viloma, or an interrupted breath. If you're doing this practice in the evening, you may like to just continue to breathe naturally and follow your breath, rather than working with the interrupted inhale, which can be a little bit more energizing. Continue just to follow your breath for a few rounds. So with this interrupted breathing, we inhale a little bit, pause, a little more, pause, inhale fully, and then a long, slow exhale. So just take a few more rounds of breath and then we'll begin. We'll do 3 rounds of 3 breaths. Remember just to breathe naturally if you're not looking for the energizing effects that this breath can bring. So on your next breath, inhale a little bit, pause, a little more, pause, inhale fully, exhale all the way out. Inhale, pause. Inhale, pause, inhale, exhale all the way out. One more time, inhale, pause, inhale fully, exhale all the way out. Just breathe naturally for a moment. Second round. On your next breath, inhale, pause, inhale fully, exhale, inhale, pause, inhale, exhale. One more round. Inhale, exhale. Just breathe naturally. Last round on your next breath. Inhale, 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 exhale. 2 more times just like that on your own. Whenever you finish, just breathe naturally. Open your eyes. Inhale, press your hands forward. Exhale, take your arms back behind you. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. Tent your fingers. Bring the shoulder blades in. Lift your heart. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, come forward. Stretch your arms out in front. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, come over to the right. So you're coming down over the right leg. Keep your hands shoulder distance apart. See how it feels to press a little more into the left hand. You might feel more stretch down the left side of your body. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, come back to center. Inhale, exhale over to the left. Breathe into the right side. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Stay there, take an inhale, lengthen a little bit more. And on your exhale, just soften and release. Breathe into the back body for a moment. See if you can expand your back body with your breath. Slowly coming up. Notice which leg you have in front. Extend your legs for a moment. Come back to cross leg with the other leg in front. On your inhale, take your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let your head follow the movement. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time like that. A little bit more space here, and then we'll change that a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Palms up, exhale to shoulder height, and then drop the arms, chin to chest. Inhale, take your arms up overhead, hands touch. Exhale, palms face up, and then turn the palms down, chin to chest. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like that. And then we'll change it once again. So this time now we'll try to get the arms a little further back. So the arms will come just to shoulder height, but you want to get them back behind your body a little bit if you can. So before we were here, now we're trying to get the arms back here, just to shoulder height, or approximately shoulder height, but try to bring the arms back a little bit to get more into the shoulders. So on your next inhale, reach your arms up, palms stay face up, exhale, arms back and down, but not all the way. Inhale, reach up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like that. Reach your arms up on an inhale, exhale just to shoulder height, and then release. Bring your hands to your knees, lift your shoulders. Inhale, Let them drop on your exhale. Tilt your head over to the right. Bring your head up and tilt left. Straighten out, take your right arm up, inhale, exhale over to the left. Breathe into the right side of your body. Come up on an inhale. On your exhale, tilt your head back over to the right. This time place your right hand gently on the side of your head. Left hand can slide in a little bit, and then turn your head, look down toward your armpit or your shoulder. Turn your head back to the side, straighten out, and we'll go the other way. Left arm up, inhale, over to the right on your exhale. Try to extend the top arm if you can. If that bothers your shoulder, it's fine to bend the elbow, or even just keep your hand down on your hip here if you like. Reaching up on an inhale, exhale, tilt your head left. Your hand is just resting very gently on the side of your head. Slide the right hand in a little bit if you can, press it down. So you're pressing the right hand down, not the left hand. And turn your head, look down toward the armpit, the shoulder, the knee, whatever you're able to look at. Turn your head back to the side and straighten out. Press your hands forward, inhale, exhale, hands back behind you, tent your fingers, lift your heart. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come forward. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the right. Breathe into the left side. Take an inhale. Back to center on your exhale. Take an inhale here. Exhale over to the left. Breathe into the right side. Take an inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, come forward. See if you can feel your breath in the back of your body. Walk your hands back and extend your legs. Give them a shake. Take your hands back behind you. Take your right foot off your mat a little bit. On your inhale, press your knee down. Then exhale, press it out. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Take your right leg out. Left or right leg back out in front. Left foot goes off the mat. Inhale, press the left knee down. Exhale, press it out. Last one. Left leg out in front. Bring your right leg up so your ankle is just above the left knee if you can. Take an inhale here, fingertips back behind you, lift your heart just like we did in the cross-leg position. Stay for a moment there, breathe. Now inhale, Your exhale, come forward with a nice long spine. Fingertips can stay behind you or you can take them to your right leg. Try to keep the length in the spine here though as you come forward. Coming up, bring your right foot down to the outside of your left leg, but slide your foot down a little bit so your heel is below the left knee. Right hand goes back behind you. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come to a twist. If you're able to, the left arm can come to the outside of the leg. You might be able to reach for the right ankle here. Back to center, bring your right knee in, extend your right leg, left leg up, hands back behind you, tenting the fingers, lift the heart. Inhale, exhale, slowly coming forward. Up. Take your left foot down, slide it down a little bit so the heel is below the right knee. Take an inhale, exhale, come into a twist. You can stay as you are, or the right arm can come to the outside of the left leg if that's available to you. Back to center, bring your left knee in and extend. I see Yuna behind me here and Tidus over here. They're both already in their Shavasanas. Not sure where Sphinx is. He might join us at some point. So option now to, actually let's go into windshield wiper first and then we'll move into fire logs on both sides. So take your feet out as wide as your mat, hands back behind you, and just take your knees side to side. Now take your legs out in front. So option to repeat half fire log or seated pigeon that we did before with the right leg up and coming forward, or if it's available to you, the bottom leg can come in as well into fire log. So take your hands back behind you, whichever pose you're in, lifting the heart. So left leg can be straight or bent to your choice. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come forward once again with a nice long spine. So hands to the leg. If you're in double pigeon or fire logs and the arms can come down, you can go there. Just make sure that you're not rounding your back. Try to keep a nice long spine so it's a more active pose. Coming up, legs out in front, and we'll switch sides. So left ankle up, you can stay there and come forward here with the right leg straight, or the right leg can come in. Hands back behind you, lift your heart. So when you're doing this, remember that you're pushing the floor away from you, not leaning back on your hands. Take an inhale, exhale, come forward with a long spine. Coming up, extend your legs out in front, a little shake. Come to hands and knees. So we'll get into the upper back shoulder blade area for a moment here. So it's not cat-cow. Think of focusing the movement just in the shoulder area, and the shoulder blades in particular. So you're trying to move the shoulder blades closer together and then further apart. So as you inhale, just drop forward a little bit. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press into your hands so the shoulder blades move apart. Inhale, shoulder blades come in. Exhale, move them away. So don't focus on the lower back here, focus on the upper back. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like that. Come to a neutral spine. Now we'll work on cat-cow. So now the movement will be getting into the lower back as well. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, rounding your back. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale. Inhale, keep going, a few more. Exhale, round. Lifting the heart, inhale. Round your back, exhale. One more time. Neutral spine, drop down to your elbows, stretch your legs back into plank. You can drop your knees here if you like. Take your knees down if they're lifted. Walk yourself back into child's pose. Extend your arms forward and tent your fingers. Back up to hands and knees. Take an inhale. On your exhale, slide your left arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, slide the left arm under. Inhale up. Sliding forward, exhale. Inhale, come up. Slide it under. One more time through. Using your breath, exhale. Inhale. Slide it under, exhale, and we'll stay here. You can just stay as you are, or if you like, the right arm can go up on an inhale. Exhale, wrap behind your back. You might be able to reach the left leg. Coming up slowly. Take an inhale, take your left arm up, and exhale, take your hand back down to the mat. Go to the other side. Inhale, right arm forward, exhale, bend the left elbow. Inhale, come up. Slide it under, exhale. Inhale up. Slide forward, exhale. Inhale. Slide it under. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Slide forward, exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, slide it under so you can stay as you are, or the left arm can go up. So you turn your hand so it faces away from you, wrap your arm around. You might be able to slide your fingertips into the right hip crease area. Left hand back down, coming up. Inhale, open up to the right. Exhale, take your hand down, dropping down to the elbows. Stretch your legs back into plank. Drop the knees if you like. Knees down. Child's pose. So your choice of child's pose, if you'd like something a little bit different here, arms can extend out with the knees wider, and you can bring your chin down to the, cheek to the floor. Turn your head to the other side. Turn your head to center. Take your hands under your head for a moment. And coming up. Bring your knees back in if you went into that different version of child's pose, and just come on to your belly. So fingertips out to the sides. If you look at your elbows, they'll be lined up with your shoulders. So you're on tented fingers. This once again is about the upper back, the shoulder blade area, not the lower back. So as you inhale, press into your fingertips. You're just coming up a little bit. So think of squeezing at the base of the neck, the upper back, the shoulder blades. Relax, exhale. And again, inhale, coming up just a little bit. If you're struggling to hold it, you've probably come up a little too high. So you don't need to go very high here. Focus on the upper back, base of the neck. Relax, exhale. I'll do that one more time. Inhale, coming up, hold, breathe. Exhale, relax, take your hands under your forehead. Fingertips in line with the shoulders, forehead to the floor. Inhale, roll to your nose, your chin, your chest. Lift your hands if you can. Exhale, hands down, stick your chin out, chin, nose, forehead. Inhale, nose, chin, chest. Lift your hands. Hands back down and come up a little higher or a lot higher, whatever feels best for your body. Just make sure you're not lifting your pelvis off the mat. Coming down slowly on an exhale with control. So stick your chin out. The chin will come down first, and the nose, then the forehead. So that way we get the movement through the whole spine. We're also getting into the cervical spine. Hands under the forehead for a moment, relax. So you can do that same thing one more time, or this time you can tent your fingers, take them kind of on a diagonal forward this time, and on your inhale coming up into a different variation of cobra. Coming down on an exhale, hands under the forehead, relax. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. Legs to the mat, bring your hands to the mat. Push yourself up to your knees, come into high cat for a moment. So reset your table pose, round your back, stay there and breathe. Come to a neutral spine, take your hands forward and lower down. So you're not arching your back here. Make sure that your back stays nice and long. Feel this more in the shoulders, not the lower back. So it's puppy pose. Think of a downward dog spine here, not a back bend. Just walk your hands back into child's pose. Bring your elbows down, hands together. Walk your elbows forward, hands behind your head if you want to. Take your hands to the mat, stretch your arms forward, spread your fingers. Come forward on an inhale, tuck your toes under and come into down dog on an exhale. Look forward, slowly come to the top of your mat. Inhale, once you arrive, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. All the way up on an inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pausing to breathe for a moment in Tadasana. So we'll work now with something called a whistle breath. So it's a strong exhale out the mouth but through pursed lips. So it looks like this. It's an inhale through the nose. Exhaling through pursed lips. So you're trying to stretch that exhale out as long as possible, really forcing the breath out. And you'll start to feel that in the belly actually. This can help to tone the deeper core. So think of forcing the breath out through pursed lips and stretching that exhale out as long as possible. So make sure you're standing in proper Tadasana stance, feet hip distance apart. Make sure that your legs are strong, you have equal pressure in both feet. Take an inhale through the nose, reach your arms up. Exhale through pursed lips as the arms come down. Inhale again, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, palms face up on the way up, bring your hands to touch. Palms down on the way down, exhale, strong exhale. Keep going at your own pace. Really trying to force the breath out. Not too fast. More times, keep going. Two more. Last one. Relax, breathe. You can close your eyes if you're able to. If you feel a little unsteady, keep your eyes open. Notice what you feel. Tune into your body and your breath. How do your legs feel? How do your feet feel on the mat? How does your breath feel? Step your feet out, a little bit wider, toes turned out. Take your arms out. So this is Angel of Hope and Courage. So we'll be squeezing and tightening the muscles and holding, and then completely relaxing and coming forward. So it's good for your lymphatic system. So arms are out wide, make fists. Take an inhale, squeeze every muscle, squeeze your fist, press your feet down, breathe naturally, so don't hold your breath, keep breathing, but tighten up every muscle here as strongly as you can. On your next exhale, just release and fall forward. You can swing between your legs or shake your head, shake your arms. And come up. Do that again, take your arms out. Make fists, take an inhale, squeeze, tighten every muscle. You can look up a little bit here if you like, lift your heart, keep breathing. Tight, tight, tight. Exhale, fall forward, release. And one more time, so coming up, pause for a moment. Arms out, make fists. Take an inhale, squeeze, lift your heart a little bit, press your feet down, tighten up every muscle, keep breathing. Exhale, release. Come up a little bit, bring your elbows to your knees, and then come all the way up. Step your feet in. So as I mentioned, for the lymphatic system, and this is also for your lymphatic system. So hold on to your elbows, bring the right knee up, left knee up. So make sure you're not doing this with your body, just bring the knees up. Keep the upper body still. Go as quickly as you can or as slowly as you need to. Good for lymph nodes in the groin area, belly. Lots of lymph nodes all through the body. Your lymphatic system needs a little bit of help. And relax. Stand and breathe. Eyes closed or open. Notice what you feel. Take your left foot back, toes down. Take the arms back and open up the heart. So lift your heart. Stay there. Try to keep the upper body lifted. Lift the toes just off the floor without tipping your body forward. Focus on opening the chest and the shoulders. Feet together. Other side. Right foot back. So try to keep your legs straight. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart. And then if you can, lift your toes just off the floor. And relax. Legs shake. Take your feet out a little bit wider. Just twist, wrap your arms around your body. Try to tap the adrenal gland area, just below the rib cage, top of the kidneys. And step your feet back in. So now we'll do something called pendulum. So feet come as wide as your mat, or they don't have to go that wide if that doesn't feel okay. The right hand comes to the lower back. So the back of your right hand will be on your lower back. On your inhale, take your left arm up, lift your heart. Exhale, come forward. Sweep your left hand down past the right foot. Inhale, coming up, lift the heart, keep your legs straight. Exhale, you don't have to touch the floor. Inhale, coming up, lift the heart. Exhale, so your right arm is there supporting you in that little back bend. Inhale, just come straight up. Exhale, take your left arm back behind you, other side. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, right hand goes to the outside of the left leg. Inhale, come up, hips are forward. Exhale, legs are straight. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come straight up. Exhale, release. And now we'll do both arms together. Your legs can stay as they are, or if you need to change the stance, that's fine here. So take both arms up. Inhale, exhale. Sweep both hands down to the outsides of your legs. Inhale, come up, open, lift the heart. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Hands to your heart, take a breath. Step your feet in. Feet hip distance apart, so you're back in Tadasana. Bring your hands into temple hands, so the index fingers are together, other fingers interlaced. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, lengthen. Exhale, left. Inhale, to the right. Center, inhale, to the left. We'll hold this one. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the right. Stay there. Drop the right arm down. up, inhale, exhale over to the left, holding there, drop the left arm. Inhale, coming up, exhale, hands to the heart, take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. And come up, take an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. On your exhale, bring your left arm under into eagle arms. If you can't get to eagle arms, that's okay. Hands can just be together at your heart. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, lean forward over the right leg. Stay for a moment there. And then slowly step onto your right foot. Lift your left leg if you can, flying eagle. Bring your feet together. Release your arms. Relax, take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back. Come up on an inhale. On your exhale, right arm under, eagle arms or just hands together at the heart. Take an inhale. On your exhale, start to come forward, just leaning over the left leg, but not on the leg. And if you can, step on your left foot, lift the right leg. Feet together, release. Stand in Tadasana, couple of breaths. Step back a little bit on your mat. Take your arms out in front, come up onto your toes, take an inhale. On your exhale, come all the way down. Wrap your arms around your legs and tuck in. Bring your chin towards your knees, or your nose towards your knees. This relaxes your back. Now come up, we'll make this into more of a balance. Hands together at your heart, come up higher on the toes. Try to bring the knees up closer to the chest. Hands can come up above the head. Try to find a bit of wobble here. If you're not really wobbly, you might be sitting too far back on the feet. Bring the knees up higher. Hands to the heart. We'll come into bound angle from here. So sit back, take the feet together, drop your knees open, take an inhale. Exhale, come forward with a nice long spine. Elbows can come down as long as you have the length in the back. Up, bring your knees in, extend your legs out in front. Bring your right foot into the left inner thigh. On your next inhale, reach forward, lift up out of your hips, and exhale, come forward over the left leg and hold. Coming up, take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your right hand back behind you. So you can just stay here, or if you like, you can sweep your left arm down and up, lifting up. Coming back down if you've lifted. Bring your right knee up, cross it over. So like we did at the beginning, slide your foot down so the heel is below the left knee. This time inhale, reach both arms up, exhale, twist. So you're trying to have your arms in a nice straight line here with your fingers kind of together, pointing back and forwards. Come to center, take an inhale, short counter twist on your exhale, and come back to center, extending the right leg. Bring your left foot in. Inhale, reach forward. Think of lifting up out of your hips, and exhale, hinging at the hips as you come forward. Coming up, take an inhale, exhale, twisting left, so you're welcome just to stay there, or you can lift up. Back down if you've lifted, left knee up, cross it over, heel below the right knee. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, open your arms, twisting to the left. This is just an option. If you can't get into this one, just stay there with the hand on the knee. Come back to center, short counter twist, inhale, to the right, exhale. Back to center, extend your legs. Inhale, reach forward, lift up out of your hips. Exhale, come forward, straight spine. Walk your hands back behind you, lift and lengthen for a moment. Bend your knees, wrap your arms around, hold onto a wrist, pull yourself forward. Go ahead and come onto your back. Your knees into your chest for a moment, but just stay there. So just hug your knees in. Breathe into your legs, feet active. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. So quarter shoulder stand, point your toes toward the ceiling. Keep your feet pointed and just pull your toes back. So think of pressing the balls of your feet up toward the ceiling. And just stay like that. So quarter shoulder stand is a nice inversion for pretty much anybody. So your sacrum is still down here. We're not going any higher than that. Stay in quarter shoulder stand, but just let your feet relax a bit now. So we started a little bit more actively, now just relax. Try to keep your legs straight, just let the feet be a little more relaxed. Bend your knees into your chest. Take your feet down to the mat. Extend your legs for a moment. Just relax. Bend your knees. Take your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in. This time, if it feels good, rock a few times side to side. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just keep hugging your knees in. Take your legs up. And now see how it feels to gently rock side to side. You don't have to go very far. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just keep the legs lifted. Knees to chest, hands on the knees, knees together. Circle a few times clockwise, counterclockwise. Legs up, little circles. Reverse. Hug your knees into your chest. Right foot to the mat, left ankle onto the right knee, arms open. Inhale, exhale, knees to the left. Legs up, switching sides, right foot on the left knee, take an inhale, knees to the right on your exhale. Legs up, take your feet to the mat, stay for a moment, hands to the belly, relax. So now we'll get set up for Shavasana. If you're not using props, you can just find your comfortable position with the legs straight or the knees bent, whichever you prefer. Feet can come as wide as the mat with the knees bent and the knees can drop in. That's a nice way to relax the lower back and the hips. So those are your options there. If you'd like to use some props, you can go ahead and set yourself up. I'll do this with you. So I'll show you the way that I like to set up, and you can do whatever feels best for you. So I like a blanket when I'm doing a longer Shavasana at the end of the mat. But you don't want it too thick, so we're not really having a pillow under the head, just a little bit of support so we can keep our neck in alignment. And I like to have a bolster under my knees. And socks. Socks are great for Shavasana. If you have a sweater, it's nice to put a sweater on. I didn't bring my sweater, but I'll just use a blanket instead. And if you don't have a bolster, again, you can use some towels, you can use a blanket. I like to cover up with a blanket, and I also like to have another blanket that's folded lengthwise a little more thickly, a little more heavy, so I can lay it over the belly area. It's just nice and grounding to have a little bit of weight on the belly. So that's my personal preference. I like bolster under the knees. I like to have my socks on. I like to have a blanket folded over the belly, and then a blanket just to keep myself warm. It can also be nice to have something under your wrists, under your arms, especially if your arms and shoulders don't feel really comfortable. You can use a block or a towel or just some sort of cushioning, a blanket under the wrists or the arms, the forearms, if that feels a little more comfortable. So find your position. I might actually use something just because my floor is a bit hard here. So just a towel or something under your arms can be a nice way just to give yourself a little bit of extra cushioning there. set a timer, so I'll do this one with you. We'll stay here for a while. You do not have to stay for the duration. So if you are distracted or if you're not in a very conducive environment to staying in Shavasana for an extended period of time, you can just stay for a little bit and then wrap up your practice if you like. But try to stay for the whole time if you can, and notice the difference when we do a longer Shavasana. So again, it's a conscious relaxation. We're going to work with Viloma on the exhale as we settle in. So we did Viloma on the inhale at the beginning of our class, which was a more energizing type of technique. When we do it on the exhale, it's a little bit more calming. So get yourself into your position with or without your props. Get my timer ready here. And close your eyes. And just relax. Begin to notice your breath. Now just focus on the exhale. So inhale naturally. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale. Breathe naturally. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. 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 Breathe naturally. Do one more round of 3. So inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. One more time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Breathe naturally. Notice your body. So start with your feet. Relaxing your toes, your feet, ankles, calves. Relaxing the knees, the upper legs, your hips. The belly soften. Relax your fingers, wrists, the arms, the shoulders. Feeling your whole body starting to become heavier and heavier. Shoulders, the neck. Feel the back of your head becoming heavier on the floor. Relax the muscles of your face. So allow your whole body just to be heavy. So conscious relaxation, notice what it feels like to be fully relaxed. If you start to feel your body tensing up in a certain area, use your breath. You can imagine you're breathing into that area, or you can simply think, inhale, breathe, exhale, release. With every exhale, try to release that little bit of tension. Conscious relaxation, settle in. Close your eyes. Just relax. Every exhale, your body becomes a little bit heavier. Start to bring your awareness slowly back to your body and your breath. Breath becomes a little deeper. Very slowly begin to bring movement into your fingers and your toes. Start to make your way over onto your right side, so just removing any props that you may have, holding onto your right side, and stay there for a moment. Bring your knees up, you can even wrap your arm around your legs, bring your chin to your chest. Keep your eyes closed and help yourself up to seated. Sitting tall with your hands together at your heart. Notice how you feel after that yoga practice, after that longer Shavasana. So I don't set myself up like that for every Shavasana, but if I intend to stay for a little bit longer, it's nice to have the props available. That was a 10-minute Shavasana. Sometimes my yoga practice at home just consists of a 10-minute restorative pose and a 10-minute Shavasana. It can do wonders for your body, for your mind. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.